Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Now today's main headlines. Iraq's parliament votes to declare Eid al-Ghadir an official holiday. Norway, Ireland and Spain formally recognize a Palestinian state. The UN suspends all food distribution in Rafah amid horrific health sanitation situation. And 600% surge observed in young people receiving diabetes and weight loss medications. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Yunus Dawood and you're watching Shia Waves live from London, only on Imam Hussein TV 3. The Iraqi parliament voted on Wednesday on a proposal for an official holiday law in the country, including the holiday of Eid al-Ghadir. A parliamentary source stated that the parliament voted on a specific article of the official holiday law, including Eid al-Ghadir, as part of the agenda of the 26th session and the 5th electoral term of the 3rd legislative year and the 1st legislative chapter, with 167 MPs in attendance. The official holiday law includes around 11 days per day, in addition to the general official holidays of Friday and Saturday, with the cabinet having the authority to cancel the Saturday holiday when necessary. In this context, the acting Speaker of the Parliament, Mohsen emphasised that the proposed official holiday law aims to highlight the occasions related to the life and the feelings of the Iraqi people and to organise official holidays in the country. Al-Mandalawi further explained that the presidency of the Parliament special attention to propose official holiday law and ensure that 18th of Dhul Hijjah is designated as a public holiday, symbolising the day of Ghadir for the majority of Iraqis due to the status of Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. Ireland, Norway and Spain have announced that they officially recognise Palestine as a state. The formal recognition will take place May the 28th and may be followed by other European countries as the outrage of Israel's actions in Gaza bolsters the Palestinian cause on the global stage. This decision comes amid a spiralling humanitarian crisis in Gaza. The UNRWA, the United Nations Agency for Palestinian Refugees, warned that Monday that it may had to suspend food distribution in the southern city of Rafah, where more than 1 million people have sought refuge during the war. The United Nations has halted food distribution in the southern city of Rafah due to the lack of supplies and unstable security situation caused by Israel's expanding military operation. The United Nations warned that humanitarian operations across the territory are nearing collapse. The source mentioned that over the past 2 weeks, hundreds of thousands have fled Rafah, with 400,000 still believed to be in the city after around 900,000 rushed to escape the violence. Meanwhile, the ongoing military invasion of Rafah in Gaza has severely impacted the water sanitation and hygiene conditions in the region. Some Palestinians are surviving on just 3% of the minimum water intake standard, leading to increased cases of acute watery diarrhea and waterborne diseases like hepatitis amongst children and families alike. Essential hygiene supplies are taking months to arrive, and displaced populations are sharing latrines far beyond minimum standards. The humanitarian community has denied access to address the growing piles of contaminated garbage, which are further exacerbated health issues and disease outbreaks. Let's take a look back at today's main headlines. Iraq's parliament votes to declare Eid al-Ghadir an official holiday. Norway, Ireland and Spain formally recognise a Palestinian state. And UN suspends all food distribution in Rafah amid horrific health sanitation situation. Also tonight, London to witness Muslim International Film Festival aimed at changing perspectives. New data reveals a dramatic rise in the use of GLP-1 receptor agonist drugs, such as Ozempic and Wegovy, among adolescents and young adults in the United States. From 2020 to 2023, the number of 12 to 25-year-olds picking up prescriptions for these medications skyrocketed by nearly 600%, reaching over 60,000 individuals, the source mentioned. Notably, the surge was more pronounced among young women, with over 3 times as many females aged 18 to 25 receiving these drugs compared to their male counterparts. And now continue with some shorter news. Iraqi activists have called on the government to facilitate the opening of a new German consulate in the holy city of Karbala. According to their statement, establishing a German consulate in the holy city of Karbala would make it easier for Shia citizens and communities living in Germany to visit the holy shrines in the city and other holy cities. This move comes after Iraqi government has announced its willingness to guarantee the right to an open German consulate in any Iraqi province upon request in the future. The activists emphasized that the holy city of Karbala is an important location for the German consulate as it hosts the largest annual pilgrimage known as the Holy Pilgrimage of the Arba'een of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. United Nations officials have issued a scathing rebuke of the failure to uphold international humanitarian and human rights laws during armed conflicts around the world in 2023. Speaking on the 75th anniversary of the 1949 Geneva Conventions, the United Nations Deputy Relief Coordinator Joyce Moussa said and told Security Council that civilian suffering in conflict zones last year was resoundingly dire, with a 72% increase in civilian deaths compared to the previous year. A UN report found that the leading cause of civilian casualties was the use of explosive weapons in populated areas, despite 83 states endorsing a 2022 political declaration aimed at preventing such attacks. Moussa also condemned the killings of 142 UN aid workers in Gaza and the closure of a UN office in East Jerusalem after arson attacks by Israeli extremists. In the past month, Pakistan's military has reported killing 30 terrorists in operations against a recent surge in terrorist attacks and militant infiltration attempts from Afghanistan. The announcement comes a day after US research group warned that Afghanistan has become a breeding ground for terrorist activities since the Taliban regained power in 2021. The Pakistani military stated its counter-terrorism actions have focused on the border regions of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan provinces. One operation a week ago also resulted in the death of many army major. Islamabad renewed its call for the Taliban government in Kabul to fulfill its obligations and ensure effective border management to deny the use of Afghan territory by terrorists for attacks against Pakistan. In a message delivered on the International Day for Biological Diversity, UN Chief Antonio Guterres sounded the alarm over the alarming deterioration of planet's ecosystems. Guterres underscored that the world's complex web of biodiversity, which sustains all life on Earth, is unraveling at an alarming speed due to human activities such as pollution, ecosystem destruction, and greenhouse emissions. The UN leader advocated for the Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework as a crucial instrument to reverse loss and restore biodiversity. He called for widespread participation, urging all stakeholders to be part of the plan and take urgent action to put biodiversity on a path to recovery. India's Assam government carried out an eviction drive on Monday in the Dalpur Char region, forcibly removing around 400 Bengali origin Muslim families and demolishing their makeshift homes. This is not the first time these families have faced such a situation, as a similar violent eviction took place in September of 2021, resulting in the destruction of 1,418 houses, 48 shops and 3 mosques, leaving an estimated 7,000 people homeless. Residents were given little notice before their homes were razed, leaving them without a place to turn. The Muslim International Film Festival, or the MIFF, will launch in London's Leicester Square on May the 30th, aiming to discover worlds, change and perspectives. The inaugural festival will showcase narratives from international Muslim filmmakers, as well as productions inspired by Muslim culture and faith. Films will screen in competition, with awards presented to the best feature and best short. The news agency observed that the event will last until June the 2nd. We have reached the end of today's news. Let's take a look back at the main headlines for this evening. Iraq's parliament votes to declare Eid al-Ghadir an official holiday. Norway, Ireland and Spain formally recognize a Palestinian state. UN suspends all food distribution in Rafah amid horrific health situations. 600% surge observed in young people receiving diabetes and weight loss medications. And London to witness Muslim International Film Festival aimed at changing perspectives. You can view the latest news on our website, or you can send news of your city or country to be published on our news agency. Contact us at the numbers at the bottom of your screen. Thank you all for watching, and we pray to Allah the Almighty to haste the reappearance of the Master of our time. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Ali and her 3 children live in this, I could literally say, 3 by 2 meter room. It is morning, afternoons, evenings, her day off when she goes to work.